month of August is the 8th month of the year, and this month of August 2025 is the month of strange favor. Favor is a system of the kingdom that brings men into the commonwealth of God's abundance, of God's provision, and of God's supply. Favor is a system of the kingdom that brings men into the reality of God's benevolence. And I decree in the name of Jesus Christ that in this month of August, you will experience supply like you've never known before, in the most precious name of Jesus Christ. It's important we understand that God shows his favor to men via the instrumentality of other men. When you find men willing to inconvenience themselves, to set aside themselves and go beyond themselves, to be able to intervene in issues concerning and pertaining to your life, then indeed you are favored. The operation of favor is predicated upon certain principles, especially when it has to do with divine favor. The Bible speaking in Proverbs chapter 16 from verse 15, it said, "In the light of the king's countenance is life, and favor is as a cloud of the latter rain." It's important you will understand that favor is not a one-in-a-lifetime experience. Favor is an atmosphere. Favor is an environment. He said, and his favor is as a cloud of the latter rain. Meaning when a man is favored, there is an atmosphere around him. There is a cloud over him. A cloud that makes life easy. An atmosphere that provokes help. An atmosphere that provokes assistance. That is the atmosphere of favor. So when a man is under the cloud of favor, you begin to experience sweatless triumph. Struggles come to an end. So from where we read in Proverbs chapter 16 verse 15, it said, "In the light of the king's countenance is life." The king here refers to God, and his countenance refers to his glory. When a man begins to have intimacy, fellowship with God, when a man begins to dig deeper into the things of God and begins to seek to know God the more, favor becomes the natural outcome. To tell you that favor is not an accident, favor is provoked. When a man begins to draw close to God and the countenance of God begins to rub on you, the aura of his presence begins to rub on you, favor becomes a natural outcome. A man who has found acceptance in the sight of God will find acceptance in the sight of other men. There is a knowing of God, an experiential knowing of God that brings a man under the cloud of his favor. He said, "They that dwell in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty." When God smiles over a man, his life has changed. When the glory of God is made manifest in the life of a man, he becomes a point of attraction. It doesn't matter the limitations he has had or he's experiencing in his life. It doesn't matter where he comes